And welcome back to another video of Let's Play Prison Architect. Got this sped up pretty quick because there's nothing too crazy exciting. But what we're going to do is finish building out our max seg unit up here at the top. As you know, we got it set up. So while that's going, we're going to go ahead and tap out our phones. See, move this very, very fast as well. That's kind of boring to watch us tap out all these phones and get all that stuff set up while they are laying the foundation for the new max egg unit. So we're just going to do some cleanup work while they're doing that. And excuse me. So we're going to go through here, check a few options. We're going to make sure that all our research is done, get all the deployment done, make sure everybody's segregated where they're supposed to be. And just make sure we got all our capacities, all our intake and everything like that done. So we're just going to hee-haw around, do a few minor housekeeping things while they are building this, which we have. It's super sped up, and so bam, they did that really quick. It didn't take that long, especially all sped up. And so we'll attach all our lighting, get all that going, and see if we can't blow a fuse. Which, looky there, we blew the fuse, or the breaker, whatever you want to call it. We shut all the lights out because, well, we're attaching everything. So maybe we didn't. I thought we did. Maybe we will here in a minute. Spoiler there. Gonna go ahead and just copy our cells. Makes it a little bit easier. You can just copy those in. Saves us some time. Call out them running like crazy. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we did blow the lights on. I thought we did. Just a little bit later than what I thought. So we'll add some capacitors and we'll get that resolved pretty quick. While they're throwing the cells together. The sills. I don't know if the cells have sills, but they might. And Mitchell's being a bum. He's not up here paying attention, so. But he's being lazy today. There we go. We got our lights back on. And boop, boop, boop. Come on, guys. They're moving, but we got a little roadblock there. We got that door always. We didn't make that door open while they were doing that, so do that now so they can get through there and actually put this stuff together. And because we're having such an issue and we're going to need it, we're going to go ahead and put a new generator right there, and then we'll just cut that off, and that way we can use that for some other things later in the next few following up episodes. We'll try to get these lights on here really quick. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. We're going to make this into two sections. We're going to make it completely max seg. And then in a later episode, we'll go ahead and put in the death row. We're making this super max. So not super max, but max. You could call it super max, but we're max. The original idea was to put max seg on one side, and then we would go and we'd put a canteen in a yard on a half of them, and then the other half we would put Supermax over there. Well, then I realized you've got to designate all your own Supermax. So we're just gonna end up making the whole thing. At the end of it, it's all gonna be just max seg. So we'll have, I think, 24-ish or so cells when we're all done. And look, they're digging out. Do you see that down there? They are digging out. And see if we can find it. They dug a hole. Dug a hole to the outside, and they escaped. I don't know how many of them escaped, but they did escape. So we'll go ahead and do a shakedown and clear that up. Man, they dug a heck of a hole there. So, well, a nice long hole. And we don't have any out in exterior walls or no guard tower, so they pretty much got away with it. And you can't do a manhunt. You know, we should get the dogs out and go chase them down, but the game doesn't allow for that. So we just have to deal with the fact that they got away. And we'll just keep working here. while they're getting all that in place, we'll just keep going and get those holes filled up. Dirty SOBs. Go ahead and finish here. Here we go. See here. Oh, we're going to go ahead right here. We're going to create the canteens and the yard in here. So we'll have to clear out this little section to make it the yard, which is okay, but wasn't sure how I was going to do that, so we're going to clear that out and get this all locked down. We are going to put remote doors in through here, so and that's the only way they can access us, through remote door. Found this to be the best way to make it the hardest way to escape, at least out of the max seg. They could tunnel out, but that's what your dogs are for. So, just what it is. So yeah, there they go. They're going to dig the yard out, clean all that up. Now they're stuck because that door's not locked open. We're going to do the same thing. So we're just going to mirror it to the other side and get that locked open for now. And they are working right along. Look like a bunch of little ants. Designate the yards. And this is just for this top, like, as you know, in this series we are trying to make just a complete prison, just a basic complete prison. We're not trying to get overly fancy or overly complicated, although we are using remote doors, and we are getting so the basic style prison. And you can see there we got that all limited to max, or to, I keep saying to max seg there. And we're going to say here, we go ahead and designate this as Supermax, and like I said, we are going to go ahead and change this back to max seg, just because, well, you don't get enough, in my opinion. There wasn't enough people in such a small prison to put a Supermax. So you could do that if he's looking for a complete total. You could have the Supermax there as an example, but like I said, we're going to go back to the other. Okay, after that short pause, we're back. I don't know why I paused the game, probably because cigarette break, but here we're going to go ahead and duplicate on over to the next unit here, if I get those lined up right. That's the biggest problem I have with using the copy on this game, is getting it all lined up correctly and not double doing the walls like I did on the other end of the unit down there, as I double did everything. And you can see here we did the Supermax, so that's kind of cool that way, but again, just not enough. So I guess enough talk about that. You can see where we do this. This other end over here on the right side is going to be the death row as we get it done. We'll show that in a later video. I don't know how many episodes that's going to be away from now, but be a couple. And keep watching and keep tuning in, because here at the end of this series, one thing we're going to do, is first time mentioning this, is I'm going to attempt to break out of every prison that I build. On video, anyway. So this one will be no exception. We're going to attempt to break out of it and see if we can find all the flaws, which I'm sure in this prison there are a bunch, because we are slapping it together really quick. And the other thing is, we are going to create a website and have a link to every prison that, at least that I make. I don't know if Mitchell's going to join in with this, but every prison that I make, we'll create a link, and we'll put the link down in the description of the last video, or maybe all the videos, I don't know, of the actual video file. So if you want to download it and try to break out and do it on video, or laugh, or whatever, come back and make a comment on it, then that'll be available to do so. So we'll go ahead and get our guards running through all of this area. And they are still doing their shakedown, which it takes forever, it seems like, to do a shakedown. And look, the ding-dongs dug out again. You see that hole there in that shower? Yeah, they do that all the time. It's like they constantly are finding, in this prison, they're always digging out. Or maybe it's another one, I don't know. But it seems like every time I turn around, these prisoners are trying to escape. Like, you know, I guess like they're in prison, huh? Well, anyway, that was pretty much, or is pretty much, this episode. We wanted to get Supermaxes in, guards are running through, and as soon as we start assigning prisoners, all those emblems will go away once we get all our servos in place. I thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you don't mind, And you guys have a great day.